That makes sense. Let's... Hello there. Have you been waiting for long? No. Okay. Well, you're perfectly on time. Can I confirm your personal data first? You know, just in case. Okay. Well, your first name? Your last name, obviously. Your middle name. Well, now, what about your home address? And the number of the house again? Alright, well, your phone number. No. No, we're not gonna spam you with any kind of offers and stuff. No worries. Again, the last figure. Well, and finally your email address. No spam. Absolutely, I promise. Could you spell it? .com. Okay, perfect. Well, now, since it's your hearing exam, tell me please, do you have any complaints regarding your hearing? Is there anything you think I should know when it comes to your hearing abilities? Okay, how long has it been? How long have you been experiencing it? Right. And on the scale from 1 to 10, how severe is it? How would you evaluate it? The discomfort that you've been experiencing? That would be around 6. Okay. Do you have any idea of what could be the reason for that? Have you had any injuries? Any other problems? Maybe you've had some bad cold or flu or something similar of that kind. Some problems with your throat or nose, because you know it's all interrelated, interconnected. Okay, well, it might turn out that it's not that bad actually, but we'll have to do the full hearing test in order to see. Yeah, and then we'll be able to talk about diagnosis and some possible recommendations, right? Good. Well, now let me put on my latex gloves and inspect your ears first. I will have have a look at your ear canal. It's not gonna take long, I promise. It's not gonna hurt. Well, it's not supposed to. In case it does, please let me know, okay? Okay. I'll use an otoscope for that, and I will just ask you to hold still so that I don't hurt you by accident. And please do let me know in case you feel that something's wrong, in case you feel any kind of discomfort or pain or whatever. I need to know. Deal. Good. Well, but no, I don't see anything. Just let me have a look at this. Okay, this one. Let me have a look. Right. Well, it's not that bad either. I don't see any wax buildups or stuff like that. So your ear canal itself doesn't seem to be clogged with anything. So now I think that we can check your hearing itself. I'm not gonna need them in the nearest future, so I will just take them off if you don't mind, because it's really scorching outside and it's really, really hard to be in those latex gloves. Oh, okay. Thanks for your understanding. Very nice. Well, anyway. Good. So where were we? I think that now we'll start with some simple tests. I will ask you to tell me what kind of sound you think it is, what kind of material it might be, and so on. What kind of texture, you know. I will ask you to either close your eyes or at least not to look anywhere near my hands, okay? So you're not supposed to see those items that I'm gonna use, obviously, right? Because otherwise it will be more similar to eye exam, but it's not our today's purpose, right? By the way, what about your eye exam? When was the last time you had it? Because I see that you have your cranial nerve exams pretty irregular. And with the eye exam, I'm not so sure. Okay, maybe later. Well, anyway, I think that we're gonna start. Please, no cheating, okay? Good. You sure I can trust you? Perfect. Alright. I'm gonna make some kind of sound. You will let me know what you think it is, what material it can be, or what item it can be. Any idea? So something related to fabric. Okay. Anything else? Right, well, this is actually a fabric bag, and inside there is some like pearl necklace. I will just make this sound and you will tell me if you can hear it, okay? Can you hear it well? Are you sure? You know, since you already know what kind of item it is, let's at least try to indicate the side on which you can hear this sound, okay? Good. So it will be either closer to your right ear or to your left ear, okay? Good. So, which side it is? Okay, right. And what about now? Good job. Well, amazing. That's pretty good. Okay. Well, now please pay attention. Just try to guess the sound. What do you think it is? Okay, well, actually, I've been tapping on some plastic box. Okay, good. Good job. Now, so what does it sound like to you? Actually, that is the cork top of the candle. Okay. And what about now? The wooden part actually looks like hazelnuts or something like that. Oh, it's actually an acorn, sorry. But the candle itself is with scents of hazelnuts. Very nice. Okay, anyway, let's move on. So, metallic sounds. It's actually a metallic cover of another candle. I've got it here. Okay, good. Now let's try again. Okay, glass. Good job. And one more time. Wood again. Yeah, I actually have such nice cubes. They're used in this wooden calendar I've got on my table, my desk, but I think that we're gonna do another kind of test with them. So now you will tell me how many knocks you can hear, okay? Okay, good. 3 times, good. Just twice, wonderful. 4 times, okay, amazing, good. Now 6. Okay, okay, great, good. And now 5 times. Now I will ask you to also tell me now which side the sound is on. Good. Okay. What about now? Okay, what about now? Good, and now? Good. Okay, amazing. Wonderful. So, now I'm gonna use some other tools to keep on checking your hair, okay? But first, I'm gonna just add the results of these tests, okay, into the system before I forget. So I'll just type them in. Please give me a moment, okay? Good. Okay, well, that will do. Now the brush test. I have some brushes that I'm gonna use in order to check your hearing surprisingly. Good. So, are you ready? You will have to first count the amount of brush strokes you can hear, okay? Shouldn't be too hard. Let's do it. 3 times. Good. Twice. Wonderful. Okay, great. Good. 3 times again. Okay. Now I'll take another brush and I will ask you to also let me know which side it is. Okay? So count the times and tell me which side it is. Right, yeah, good. Good. Wonderful, good. All right. So good. Okay. Wonderful. And now I will also ask you to tell me if you actually can hear the brush stroke or not, okay? Good. There was one. Okay. What about now? Nothing. No, okay. Twice. Okay. And what about now? Nothing again. Okay. Good. Good job. Well, wonderful. You're actually doing good. Now I will ask you to tell me which brush it was. So you remember this one is pretty big but not too thick. It makes this kind of sounds. Now this one is a bit thicker, so the sounds might be even a little bit more intense. And now this one is the smallest one and the lightest one. Good. So please let me know what you think, which brush it is. Okay? Close your eyes. No cheating. So, the latest one. Okay, right, yeah, good. What about now? The thickest purple brush. Good. What about now? Unicorn brush. Good. Okay, wonderful. What about now? The same one again. Great. What was that? This one. Good. And now, finally, the lightest one again. Okay, good. Now you will have to guess the brush and also count how many strokes you've heard, okay? Deal. Four. Good job. Two strokes with the purple brush. Good. What about now? Three. Okay. Good. Wonderful. Well, now I have one more brush. It's a bit different, the golden one, so it kind of matches my nails to some extent. What I'll ask you to do is to tell me not only the amount of brush strokes, but also this side they are on. Let's start with this side without counting them, okay? So just tell me please what side it is, right or left? Good. So which side? Okay, good. What about now? Exactly right, yeah. Okay, good. And now? Amazing. Good. Right, yeah. Wonderful. So now let's also count how many times you've heard it and then also which side they're on. Okay? Good. Wonderful. Good job. 3 times. Okay, what about now? Good. And now? Exactly. Right. Awesome. Good. Good. Well, do you have any questions? No. Okay. Let me type in the results. Oh, okay. Well, now, another kind of test. I know that most of our patients love them, so there will be some hand sounds, some snapping sounds, and stuff like that. Okay? Good. So, first, tell me when you hear the first snap sound. You can just nod it to me, okay? Good. Good job. Now let's try again. Good. Now let's try again. Wonderful. Okay. Now tell me how many snap sounds you can hear, okay? Good. 4. Wonderful. Right. Good. Good. Just 1. Okay. What about now? 5. All right. Good. What about now? 6. Awesome. Okay. Now I will ask you to tell me which side they are on. Okay? Good. 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 Once again. Awesome. Good. And now? Okay. Okay, great. Good job. it's more difficult, a bit more challenging, you will have to tell me the side and the amount of snaps you hear. Mm-hmm. Good. 3 times on which side? Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. So, alright, good. Now, good job. And what about now? No, okay. Good. Wonderful. Well, now I will ask you to let me know when the hand sounds change the side. Just simply when you feel it switch. Okay? Good. Good. Good job. Wonderful. Again, okay. Okay, wonderful. Well, good. You're actually doing good. Great. Well, finally, the beep test. I will put these headphones on your ears and you will just listen to my instructions very carefully and let me know what you hear. Okay? Good. Sway. Alright. That looks good. Okay, so please let me know when you hear the first beep sound. Good. What about now? Wonderful, good. What about now? Okay, wonderful. Now, please count how many beep sounds you can hear. Two. Okay, okay. Good. What about now? Three beep sounds. Okay. And what about now? Four beep sounds. Good job. And now? Just one. Okay, good. Now, please let me know if all the beep sounds are the same sound the same to you, or if they are different in some way. Some might be shorter, some might be longer, maybe they're just totally different in the character of the sound itself, okay? Just try to listen and tell me. All the same. Okay, what about now? These were different sounds. Good. And now all the same again. Good. Okay. Now please tell me how many bubbly sounds you can hear. Okay. Ignore the standard beeps, just the bubbly ones. So, 3 bubbly sounds. Good. What about now? Four bubbly sounds. Good job. And now? Sounds. Good job. Okay. Well, you can take off those headphones for now. We'll do a more extensive beep test next time. For today, that will do. And good job. I actually did really well with this exam. There's nothing to worry about, really. So, I guess that regarding your problem, maybe that's high time to do a cranial nerve exam, okay? So there might be something related to your cranial nerves, but I think that your ears are actually working just fine. Good. Well, so I guess I'll see you around. We'll email all the results to you. Oh, of course. Thank you so much. The pleasure is all mine. Sure. I'll see you. Have a good one. Bye.